I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're exploring a profound journey of faith, healing, and spiritual empowerment. Sachini Stretchen has penned a powerful book. It is called Matters of the Soul, Coming In from a Cold World. In it, she guides readers through overcoming life's challenges with faith, prayer, and purpose. It is an inspiring book that is a beacon of hope, offering practical tools and biblical wisdom to reclaim your life and build a stronger connection with the Creator. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put her in the spotlight today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. And be sure to download the Spotlight Network TV app streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Sachini, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Thank you.
This is such a wonderful book. It's so empowering. It's so life enriching. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind it.
Well, the inspiration behind this book is I simply got tired of watching people struggle with darkness and losing their families, just misunderstandings, don't understand you, I don't understand you either kind of thing. And then they break up, home's broken, it's a mess. And all the time, right, if these people don't get to proper counselors, proper therapists, if they don't get there, don't have the money to get to see these people, they often go through crash, breakdown, through depression. Depression comes very quickly when you don't know what you're working with and what you're wrestling against. You just don't understand. And for spiritual people or people who believe in God in any kind of form, right, it can be jarring, frustrating, you lose patience and you want to let go. And that's not what we're about as believers. That's not what we're about. We're not about letting go. We're about holding on. We're about holding on. But there's not a lot of message out there about holding on. It's all about give me your money. Get on with your life and give me your money. And I mean, money is a good thing and all that stuff. I don't go against the church principles of offerings and stuff like that. That's not what this book is about at all.
Right.
This book is not even criticizing the church in any kind of way. I'm a member of the church and the church body. I've been a minister most of my life, and doing ministry. I went from missionary to evangelist to minister and then reverend. But even in all those steps of my life, I met the same thing going through, and people will say, how do you do it? How do you keep strong? How do you have such great faith? Why do you pray like that? How do you pray like that? It is because I came to terms that the devil is real. Okay. And he's got some friends that he works with to torment us. That's putting it, layman's terms. There are demons that come up just for the sole purpose to upset us, distract us, and ruin our homes. But we don't believe in that. A lot of people don't believe in that. I do. I do. So regular prayer, researching, obviously in-depth study of the word, wherever it's laid. And what I found over the years is that the word in its truth is scattered on a bundle of lies. And when Yeshua said, seek and you shall find, he meant that. He really did. Search the truth, search for the truth amidst the lies. It's sprinkled on lies. Okay, fair enough. That's not a reason to let go either. You got to search, you got to seek. So after many, 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 many years of searching the word, I went to Iraq and I kind of took the Christian concept to Iraq, only to find I did a full circle. It was the same message. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. It was just in Arabic. Okay. And the Quran holds a lot about Jesus in there. There's a whole book on Jesus in there called the Book of Mary. Okay, so we can't argue with the Quran. What we got to do is look at the book we have, which is the Bible. It's the Bible. So over the years and going around minister, I mean, I shared my views in the universities in Iraq as well. I've traveled the world, really. I've been to Africa. I've been to all of the Caribbean, all over Europe, and now I'm here in America. And it inspired me to say, you know what? Stop saying that nobody's listening to you. It's like the Holy Spirit saying, stop complaining that they're not listening. Put it in the book. Nobody can argue with the book. Nobody can debate with a book. So just put it in the book.
Well, I think that was a great idea. It was a great way to look at that. You're making me knocking over my microphone here. But it was a great way to spread, putting it in the book is a great way to spread the word. Yes. I mean, preaching it to a limited number of people is wonderful, but it's better to preach exponentially, and that's what you can do with this wonderful book. Talk to us a little bit about the title, Matters of the Soul, Coming in from a Cold World.
Okay. Matters of the Soul, I didn't even know that there were other books out there with that title when I came with it. I did not know, okay? But everything I'm talking about in this book is a matter for the soul. Whether I just don't believe in God, that's still a matter of the soul. Because as soon as one dies, all of a sudden, we want somewhere to put the blame.
Yeah.
And the graveyard is Satan's favorite place. Because everybody's moaning, everybody's upset, people have got a lot of questions. I've done enough funerals in my life to know that.
Yeah,
I've done christenings as well, so I know the joy of life, and I know the problems that come when we got to separate from our loved ones.
Yeah,
this even the pets, because in my ministry I have a lot of people that have dogs and cats. I don't particularly go for it, but they got dogs and cats and they love it. I can't. I love them too. They're crazy, but when they lose that pet, all of a sudden it's like they lost their dad or something. It's amazing how deep the grief is. So I said, well, all these things are matters for the soul, because at the end of the day, if you're upset because you've lost somebody, you feel like it's a reason to backslide, or the minister's not living right, you feel like it's a reason to backslide, or, well, I've been struggling with this depression for many, 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 many years. I've got mental issues. All these things, it starts in the mind, but it gets to the heart. When it gets into the heart, now it's the soul. Yeah. Where your soul goes when you leave. Yeah. What your soul's supposed to do while it's here. All of that. It's all matters for the soul. Like, for instance, the darkness comes and presents a choice, chapter 20. Now, a typical lay preacher in London would go back to Genesis with a title like that. See, because it comes and presents a choice. And there is a problem with choice, because throughout our lives, we tend to make wrong choices or bad choices before we realize, okay, I've learned my mistakes now, so now I'm going to make better choices. But why does it take 40 or 50 years to get there? Why does it take a broken marriage, broken home?
Now maybe a spiritual disconnection?
The spiritual disconnection, again, is a matter for the soul again, right, Logan? Because here it is. You've disconnected for the one that truly loves you. You've disconnected to his promises. You've forgotten, or you stopped believing. You've disconnected. So I said coming in from a cold world, because I've dealt with a lot of backsliders.
Yeah.
They thought that they'd done a prodigal son. They thought it was better outside. I'm all contained inside the church. I can't get to exercise my talents. I want to go out and be a big singer or whatever. All right. But then the world bites you. Or you wasn't a backslider. You're just out there searching. Yeah. It's cold. It's very cold. As soon as the young people find themselves homeless and everything else, they realize it's not all it's conjured up to be.
Yeah.
Nobody's nice to you. Nobody loves you. No one's trying to help you. They look down on you. So I call it a cold world. If you look different, it's a cold where if you're handicapped or impediment, suffering from impediments, they look down on you like incapable and stuff like that. I don't like that. I think that's cold. I work with the handicapped. Yeah. I work with the disabled. They are the best spirits here.
Yeah.
They're the purest, for sure. So they got to come in as well. The world and everything in it, Logan, and you know what I mean by that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you might get the glitz and the Rolls Royce and the big house and everything else, but at what cost?
Yeah.
At what cost?
Exactly. What would you hope readers take away from this book?
Tools. Just Sunday gone, I did a Sunday school class, and some of the young people, they're all under 30. Mm-hmm. They said, it's changed my life. I said, how? And I get them to expound. One of them, Brother Rasul, said, teacher, there's no way Satan can fool me ever again after reading this book. When I get married, my house is going to be in order. I said, how's it going to be in order? He said, because as soon as I see any kind of strange activity, your book has shown me what to do and how to identify what's going on so we can take control. We don't have any control because to read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation is tedious for the young people, especially when they get to books like Leviticus.
Yeah, exactly.
Most people, when they get to Leviticus, they drop the book.
Yeah.
Because it's, so what I did in this book, I pulled out the necessary scriptures according to the theme. So they can say, okay, there's 4 scriptures right here. I'll just look at the scriptures. And they go, everybody has been Bible study crazy that's got a copy of this book. And that's what I aimed. I wanted them to, okay, I don't agree. It's not in the Bible. I wanted them to get the Bible out and look for it. Prove me wrong. And that's what they've been doing. And as a result, he says, well, I was looking for Corinthians, but then I ended up going to Deuteronomy 6. I'm like, well, okay. And what did you get? That there's only one God and that Jesus is coming in a minute. I said, well, that's what I want.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Prepare yourselves. Get ready. Let's get ready. We're out of here.
Your words have an impact, whether spoken or written, and this book is just terrific, folks. It is called Matters of the Soul, Coming in from a Cold World. It guides readers through overcoming life's challenges with faith, prayer, and purpose. It is an inspiring book that is a beacon of hope, offering practical tools and biblical wisdom to reclaim your life and build a stronger connection with the Creator. Sachini,
that's what I meant to say. Thank you.
Well, you said it beautifully, better than I ever could. Thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.
Thank you.